What up, family? It's your boy SEN coming back at y'all with a news update. And I feel like this report right here is big for the whole culture. Yesterday, C Murder put in his last appeal. Well, he had already put in the appeal. The state of Louisiana denied it. And they're saying that they're not going to hear any more appeals. No, none of that for C Murder. It's over with. They saying C Murder will never get out of prison. He's gonna do his time.
Louisiana Supreme Court delivers a final blow to rapper Corey Miller, known as C Murder. The state's high court unanimously refused to hear another appeal of his 2009 murder conviction. Miller is the brother of rap mogul Master P. He has repeatedly challenged his life sentence for the 2002 fatal shooting of 16-year-old Stephen Thomas. He argued that recanted witness testimony and DNA evidence claims should lead to a new trial for him. But the Supreme Court stated Miller had exhausted his right to state review, closing the door on any more appeals.
What C Murder's case shows us is that when you deal with the street mentality, when they literally say you can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the nigga, that shit right there real as hell. And C Murder was the poster boy for that. He is the poster boy for the niggas that had money but couldn't stay away from the hood. He literally had an apartment out there in the Callio projects where he's from. He would always be in the projects. That was his like go-to spot, like the projects. Mind you, at the time his brother was probably up, I know, hundreds of millions. Easy at this time. He wanted to be out there with them, doing the shit that they was doing, going to the bars and the clubs and shit that they was going to, and he ended up catching the murder case. And in this murder case, he allegedly killed a 16-year-old little boy. He's had his brother as a representative. He's had Monica as a representative. He's had Kim Kardashian speaking up, trying to get him up out of there. All of that influence, and no one can get you out. I kind of knew it was over with for C Murder once that happened. But like I said, it's a sad situation, man, because C Murder had made it. They was out the hood. They was living large. He had no business in the Callio projects hanging with them, them people. Like, it's cool, like, for your people to know that you love them and to go back every now and then, but that man was out there damn near living out there. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Going to these clubs, putting yourself in that position. Come on now. If I'm going to a club with that type of money and that type of status, I'm going to the club because I'm getting paid to be there. Either that or when I go to this club, I got security out the ass. Like, situations like this should never occur once you reach a certain status. C Murder should have never been in this position. Some people walk, so that we can run. I feel like C Murder was the blueprint. He was the one. He was the sacrificial lamb that shows us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, what your status is. If they want you bad enough, they gonna get you. And if you do the wrong thing, you gonna end up in just as much in that cell as anybody else that ain't got a fucking quarter of what you got. So beware. Money does not always save you. Again, money does not always save you. So you niggas that leave with y'all money, you niggas that think, you getting some shit, the money gonna be the resolution to the problem 100% of the time, you sadly mistaken, man. C Murder just filed his last appeal. They said, guess what? We ain't trying to hear it. You gonna do the time. You did the crime. It is what it is. I just thought that I would place that on y'all minds, man. Place that on y'all hearts to give y'all something to think about, man. Real talk. C Murder ain't getting out of jail. You'll never see the light of day again. And his brother had hundreds of millions. Damn, cold way to go out. It's your boy. I'm out.
I want to see New Orleans, this New Orleans. Third wall. projects, you heard me? Everything up there. We got the Calio, Mouth, and the Magnolia.